Welcome back, fans and friends. For this upcoming video, I have a Matchbox from Mattel, but it is not a regular Matchbox. I actually saw it on the shelf for the first time. It is, I think, almost a year after they released the other Subaru, which I have, the SVX. I was not initially a fan, but they pulled it out of their bottom for this one, and this is the 2018 re-release last year. Matchbox MB1171, you can look it up. They have Matchbox Subaru SVX. They don't say Mattel on it. Oh, they do, sorry. They do say Mattel. As you guys know, Mattel owns both Matchbox and Hot Wheels. Reason I bring that up is because this one says 1995 Subaru SVX, so it's very specific. And as sponsored by Falcon and AM Performance Parts, this is number 8 out of 20 for this series. This is obviously the 2021, so this was released last year. A bit of a delay getting it here, I guess. As you know, everything took a slow turn because of the pandemic. And then you remove the card from the plastic to recycle it separately, the tray and everything else. And then you have here the Spanish version of that for Argentina. And it's serial code number HFL82, assorted GBJ48, and in as many languages as they can fit on the back here. The information for its registered trademarks and everything else. And there you have its production date. So it is like they're reusing this packaging, but it was made last year, second month, I guess. And so there you have it, Matchbox, and in Cyrillic there, MC, and obviously I brought that up earlier for the packaging, and there's its release number. And here it is. It is the collector set from Matchbox. So the main complaint, this actually doesn't look too bad. You have here true grip tires, which as you guys know for the premium Hot Wheels is separate plastic, separate rubber. You have metal parts, but obviously not all metal parts. I will compare it with that thing over there. And obviously you saw the number 8 on the back, Matchbox registered trademark. You have 1995 Subaru SVX, Matchbox again. Registrada, and you have Falcon on there. You have... So there is Japanese on there. I believe it does say Matchbox, and then again in the Japanese, and then AM again, and in its Falcon decor. I really do actually like the details they have put into it. Is way more detail than what's over there. Otherwise, we'll take a look at it, and you will see whether or not the main issue between these two is I got this for $1.14, and this thing here in its collector's guise, hopefully it says 1995 Subaru SVX on it, $8.44. So if price is not an option and you like the Subaru SVX, I don't know very many other ways to get a deluxe SVX, so I will be showing this one, which is the deluxe version from, obviously these are both from Mattel, and they are both SVXs. And if you like the SVX, I didn't originally even know what an SVX was, so I found out what an SVX was, and I happened to like it. So I liked it so much, I paid $10 for 2 different models made by the same company. So here you guys and gals you get the packaging. It is now out. You get the collector's box. You also get them from some other moving parts series actually do have these boxes as well. It is hollow, it is open, it is empty. There is, and I don't understand, there you get that, sorry. There's the package, there's it again, there's it again, and then this is upside down. So if you're going to display it like that, it makes sense. But then if you're going to roll it over, it doesn't make sense. So similar to a Mini GT and or Takara Tomy, you get this nice and hollow box. For this, the Subaru SVX 1995, I am hoping there's this little weird plastic insert that the box would go on top of like that, and then you can put it. This one, because of the cardboard, cannot ever go back inside, unless with a lot of glue. But here you have it in its sort of racy type Falcon. Guys, it does look better. It does, like I said, there are some details. You have the Subaru logo there. For starters, you have it painted on the front. You have AM several times. You have Falcon there. You have Matchbox, nice and legible. You have the exact same windows cutouts, which I heard is from Fighter Jet Inspiration, as the non-collector's edition. Both of them don't have the handles painted. So that's important to you. But everything else is not. I mean, here you have it. $1.65, $8.44. Sorry, $1.14 and $8.44. They appear to be, the top anyway is exactly the same. The interior seems to be extremely similar. This one obviously has different seats. And other than that, the wheels. So as you guys and gals can see, the wheels for the premium are way smaller. Not way smaller, but slightly smaller than the non-premium version of it. The body mold appears to be the same. If not exactly the same, you can see the less of a gap because of the difference in wheels. This one obviously is the metal plastic on plastic. It doesn't come off. This one, you can see right there, it is a rubberized covering onto a plastic base. So and there's the gas, exactly the same as on this one. Just less prominent because the blue stands out more than, and the white stands out more than the all red. And it was not evident, but I will just quickly cover the car in standard fashion. I already covered the front. You get way more in terms of details, coloring, and letters. Both cars have the rearview mirror, so that's another good thing about them. There's the AM again, there's the gas cap, not on this side, otherwise this side is the same. Even the AM and the Falcon plus the Matchbox. And then the back. So if you remember, the backs of most of these Mattels are absolutely plain. So this one, the only major-ish thing it had was it was Ryo Isada's ride as advertised. So obviously they put the license plate with his last name on there. Above it, it says Matchbox. It is nice and clearly legible. Other than that, the car is absolutely just the stamping. And you have a little bit of red there. That's a darker hue than the rest of it. And the spoiler is the same as the top piece, all plastic. Here it's pretty much the same. However, you get Falcon there. You have SVX, and it says Subaru above that. It does not say Matchbox. There's SVX again above it, with Subaru written in even tinier letters. So you have basically the same thing. You have Subaru SVX and then Subaru SVX again. And so you have there, it's just painted. The indicator lights, then with the wraparound rear view brake lights. Just moldings there. Otherwise, it's stamped and all the same color. You have Falcon. You have the exhaust, different color from the base plate, which is nice. As you can see there, nice and plain. So other than that, we'll go just to the bottom of the vehicle. And it appears to be, say they don't put 1995 on here. So you'll be looking at MB 1171. Without that little box now, you will not be able to say this is 1995 unless you happen to really like your 1995 Subaru SVXs. As you can see, everything else is exactly the same. Exactly the same. They've just changed the wheels, they've changed the color, the details. It is way better detailed. Like you can see that clearly. All the lettering, all the numbering, all the painting. Just the major differences being the Asada and multiple times putting Subaru and SVX on the bottom of, the back, not the bottom of the vehicle. So if that, and you can also, it was before, you can clearly see the rear view wiper. There is no gap for the spoiler because it is just one piece punched on. The seats are a different color, the rear view mirrors, everything else is pretty much the same molding. Just they've changed the tires, they've added details, and it has gone up 4 times in price. So if you are a fan of the SVX, I happen to be, at least of this. I think what I read is they did not sell very many of them. It has sold a few, but not very many. It is their largest engine, I think, to date, 3.6 liter, I think. And it is like all Subarus. Very unique in terms of their design, although not in terms of their proportions and the way that this Matchbox happens to be represented. I do like this, but 844, I mean, that's starting to reach green light territory. Is it better than a green light? Yes and no. It rolls, so You can see the basic one rolls a little bit better. Is it way better detail than the Matchbox? Yes, it is. There is no, it probably is not even the same difference for M2s. So other than that, this SVX video I will bring to a close. This is Thomas from Toronto. Thank you guys and girls for watching. If you like the Subaru SVX, I don't know if I'm going to recommend it. It is much more detailed than its non-deluxe counterpart. Comes with this little box. Can you leave it in the package? Absolutely. It takes absolutely no effort to leave it in the package. Is the package necessary? Only if you want to know if it's from 1995. Other than that, it doesn't have any mention of Rio Asada, so there's that. The basic one has it. This one does not. So other than that, will I recommend it? I don't know. If you like the SVX, then why not? If you don't like the SVX, don't get it. But if you already have this, you're just looking at better details. The windows are even open. The molding is exactly the same. Just the Asada on this and the SVX twice, Subaru, and the painting, a Falcon and everything else. If you like the Falcon colors and rubberized wheels, go for it. This is Thomas from Toronto, and thank you for watching, and till the next one.